Welcome back to Subaru.
Really? Are we in a Subaru?
Yeah. It's, there's, you don't feel the love?
No, is that an advertising campaign?
It's what makes a Subaru a
Okay.
Subaru.
I don't have TV. I don't know anyone's marketing campaigns anymore.
Gee, that's too bad.
I know, it's crazy.
Hey, a switch.
I see that switch. I pushed that switch. A switch has been pushed. Maybe it'll get me over there.
Perhaps. Oh, God, laser party.
I got
Holy
hit by like
shit.
20 lasers at once there.
Boy, I know they're powerful, and I still always forget.
Okay, there's 2 switches to this one. So I can just follow the wires along the wall. Or I can just go to the Cthulhu room, which is exactly what I'm going to do.
Okay. You do you, buddy.
I will.
You're in the captain's seat.
It's down, though, so I might actually...
But I get to control the radio.
Okay. Is it...
We're listening to conservative talk radio.
Oh, okay.
Hey.
What type of radio is it?
Huh?
What type of radio is it?
It's a ham radio.
Okay, not a Mexican radio?
I used to know the lyrics to that song, and I've forgotten them.
I know the chorus.
I'm on a Mexican radio.
I find that...
On a Mexican, whoa, radio.
I like that little lick there.
Yeah. No, I like that song. It's goofy as hell, but
Yeah.
it's fun. By Wall of Voodoo.
Oh, yeah. I think we talked about that semi-recently.
Oh, we've talked about it for sure.
Okay. Oh, come on,
Hey,
game.
guess what?
Thunder Lotus, you hurt me. You did that intentionally.
I think they probably did. Yeah, they got you. They put you right where they wanted you.
Let me through.
It's not a Mexican radio though. It's a
Okay,
ham
good.
radio.
That's good. Do you have your license?
It's a Porco radio.
A Porco Rosso radio?
Yeah. No, it's not like an HAM radio. It's a radio made of ham.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna be listening to ham talk.
Do you need a license for a
With,
lowercase HAM radio?
Yes. Yeah. Because I'm not a licensed ham radio operator. But for a radio for and about pork, you better believe I am.
So,
You're on ham radio with Johnny and the Pig.
Oh God, you really don't strike me as much of a pig person.
In what way?
Like, do you eat pork often?
Not anymore.
Yeah, I was gonna say you don't strike me as someone who eats much pork.
Good point. You're right. But I still take an interest in it, and I want to hear, pork
or ham.
issues.
Oh yeah, like whether to glaze it in pineapple or maple or both.
Yeah. Or neither, which is the correct answer.
How dare you?
I don't like glazes, man.
How do you eat ham without glaze?
Heavily salted.
Gross.
Sorry, I like
Ham
salt.
should be sweet, motherfucker.
Oh God, you disgust me.
It's ham.
Yeah, exactly. It's delicious, smoky
Eat pork
pig meat.
Eat pork if you want it salted, hippie.
Hippie.
Yeah, hippies. They fuck with pork.
Hippies fuck with pork.
Yeah.
I was not aware.
Yep. I saw that on a T-shirt one time at a mall kiosk.
Seriously.
No.
I don't know.
It just seemed like
I wasn't sure if you were getting at some actual hippie
No.
pork lore.
Sorry, the pork lore. If you must know the depths of the joke, it's just that hippies fuck with pork seemed like the type of phrasing you'd see on a mall T-shirt.
I actually totally agree with you on that.
Like moms do it better.
Not till I've had my wine. Sarcastic comment loading. I would not allow my children to dress
Never.
such. I would viciously critique all the slogans they wanted to wear.
Yeah, okay, so I went to Alcatraz when I was a kid, right?
What did you do?
I murdered some people.
Holy shit!
Listen, that's not important.
Did you serve your term or did you escape?
I escaped, obviously.
Oh my God, you're the bird boy of Alcatraz.
Yeah.
Not the bird man,
No,
but
I
the
was a
bird
child.
boy.
Anyway, we visited Alcatraz as tourists.
Oh.
Because it's not
You dared to come back?
it's not an active prison.
It's a sedentary prison.
No, they got rid of it because they deemed it cruel and unusual.
Oh.
Because you could see the mainland, but you couldn't get there. Which had a huge psychological toll on the prisoners. Anyway, I got a tourist shirt that was like, oh, Alcatraz Psych Ward. Like, when I was like 10 or 11. Like, looking back on that, that's like, I feel gross having ever owned
Yes.
that. I'm like, my dad should have stopped this from happening.
Yeah, you're like, why didn't you failed as a parent
Yeah,
in that moment.
You were supposed to be my dad.
Yeah, you didn't protect me from myself.
Yeah. So that's it's a dark time.
Yeah.
I love that shirt.
God, I'm sure I had something like that. I just can't remember what it was.
Well, it took that long to load the 0% bar, so that's nice.
Well, at least now we can contemplate whether or not perk advantages outweigh their disadvantages.
I think they always do.
Always?
Yeah. Always.
Okay.
That seems like a pretty broad brush for some of those perk disadvantages I've seen, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well... Yeah, I wonder how they assess that.
I mean, I assume that they built them to be that way, but it feels like a personal decision, like what you think is worth.
Well, that's what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
was there some mathematical basis on which they,
Probably, but as I mentioned, the tooltips in this game are an Eldritch tome that you have to really decipher. Like, what it says is not necessarily what it means.
Tooltips of the great old one.
Yeah. Goo. I like the great old one is short.
Goo!
It's shortened to goo because I like the idea of being a goo warlock. Oh yeah, these things.
All right, well, let's Cthulhu.
That's what we're doing. That's why we're here.
Cool.
So let's see where we can go, because I think there's tons of places that we can go see.
Delightful.
Yep.
Tourist in Cthulhu Land. Oh, Little Nemo. That's another movie that you can watch with me.
What is Little Nemo?
My brother really liked it.
Okay.
My brother, that was great, Morty.
Thanks, Rick. Let's go talk about nihilism.
Seriously.
Go on.
None of my problems are my problems. I'm not personally responsible for any of the bad things in my life. It's a movie based on a comic called Little Nemo in Slumberland.
Okay.
And it's about a little kid named Nemo in Slumberland.
What is Slumberland like?
It's like the Land of Dreams or something like that.
Okay. So this is like Sandman for kids?
Kind of.
Nice.
I'm not too familiar with Sandman, but the thing is, though, that it was a newspaper comic back in, like...
Whoa!
Oh, cool.
Look what we opened.
Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, it's the second way into the fucking thing.
Yeah, I'm not doing that right now because I don't have
Awesome.
time for your fucking loading screens, but...
Sure. But
now,
we did it.
Now we can start directly into Cthulhu Zone.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
But anyway...
Go on.
It was...
Oh, fuck you, Thunder Lotus.
based on a comic from, like, the golden age of newspaper comics.
Interesting.
When they were, like, full-page color spreads.
Right, yeah. Pre-Dilbert.
Yes.
Dilbert changed everything, man. For the better.
Was that Dilbert?
No, I'm just joking.
Okay.
I was doing a thing. Just making jokes.
Hardcore Dilbert fans.
Yeah, Like I try to starch my ties so that they'll flip up at
curl
the end.
out like that. Ugh. I was a big Foxtrot fan.
I was too. I really liked Foxtrot
Yeah.
actually.
I think he only does Sundays now,
Oh yeah.
which is unfortunate because I thought it was very funny. But he does some other stuff. Like I recently saw his name pop up somewhere that I
PAX.
didn't expect it, but was happy to see it.
At PAX.
That's where it was.
Yeah.
And what was the context?
Him being a comic artist because I think he's friends with the Penny Arcade guys.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's
And-
yeah, I think that is what it was, which delighted me.
Yeah. I really don't know what's going on with these shadow versions of these things because it's not what I previously thought. Because I've happened across the lower level enemies I can still kill in one hit. So I don't know.
I don't either. Hopefully it'll be explained to us because I don't know. I have not been paying close attention to the dialogue on the rare occasions it pops up.
Yeah, it's not.
So I don't want to miss what the story is.
It's kind of it's from the little I paid attention. It's still in like the mysterious what the fuck's going on phase of the story or of the experience, I should say.
Gotcha.
Okay, I need something to
That
deal
ain't
with
gonna
that,
happen.
but yeah. There's an ability gate over there. I wonder if it's one I can actually open. Perhaps it's one for canon. Although I actually sort of doubt it. Now that I remember that this area seems to have its own like ability gates. Mm-hmm. Those.
Is that what those are? I was gonna say maybe that's what the.
Yeah, essentially it is. It's not a gate, but it is.
Sure. Yeah.
It's something I can't get past until I have the ability that allows me to. But this looks like a big open area I should explore.
Hey. Yeah.
And that's somewhere I need to go.
Right.
Right there. I need to get these abilities. So what I need to do is I need to just not immediately drop down that entire pit this time.
You gonna explore this big room here, or?
I don't think it... I mean, I certainly could, but I'm more interested in going...
Well, I'm not telling you to. I just wanted to know what your plan was.
I'm going to go get these ability gates first, because those are actually marked on my map.
Okay.
And there's not an ability gate that seems to branch off of this big thing up here yet.
Yeah, you're right.
But Maybe I actually need to explore that to get where I want to go, though. I don't know, man. Sundered is a game about adventuring.
Yeah. What is?
Sorry. What was today's?
I think today's was Subaru.
Yeah, okay. Subaru is a game about adventuring, which
You're
is
goddamn right.
appropriate.
With the power and comfort of the Subaru Town and Country.
Those are very popular in our neck of the woods.
Yeah, true.
Subaru is like the Northwest car.
Mm-hmm. Because I've heard the stereotype that they are, that lesbians own Subarus.
Yes, I had a father, so I heard that one too.
Oh, yeah. Which I just want to say is ridiculous.
It is, yeah. It's just Northwest adventurers.
Yeah.
In general.
And sure, do a lot of those happen to be lesbians? Maybe.
Yeah. And it's fine. They're good cars.
Yeah.
Really, it should show that lesbians are good at buying cars.
Yeah, really. It's just another practical skill to add to the roster. That and sharing emotional labor.
I think that sort of stuff, like those...
ridiculous generalizations
yeah,
about people.
it's like, I don't even... Why is that even a thing to have mentioned or noticed? Or
it turns out that humans are actually really stupid and simplistic in the way they think about shit.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's to the point you just made. When you... Nice. Clever.
I'm getting those fucking crystals. Or as many of them as I can get.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
When you think about... You look at the ways that we are starting to think about our society and people now.
Right.
And, you know, we're, like, realizing, oh, hey, people are different, and maybe being mean is not cool, and
right, yeah.
people have feelings.
Hey,
and
man,
like,
don't talk about politics.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. Oh, maybe existing is not a political issue, it's a moral issue.
Sorry, that's the one that always fucking annoys me, is when people are talking about, like, identity stuff and, like, race, and they're like, man, don't talk about politics. Like, this isn't politics.
Yeah, I'm not talking about politics.
Yeah, I'm talking about not being a dick to people. Like,
Seriously.
There's nothing political about that. It's empathy.
Yeah, and then you think, like, oh, yeah, this is a big stride we've made in the last 5 years.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck were people saying to each other and thinking about each other before that?
I saw someone say this, and I thought it was really good, and I think about it a lot, is that, like, when the Charlottesville thing happened, there was the Nazi rallies, like, you have a lot of people who will say, like, well, obviously I'm against Nazis, but I share all of these same views as them.
What the fuck?
Well, not those same views, but I share many, like, similar, like, thoughts on race and stuff like that.
What the fuck?
What?
Who could say something like that?
No, that's not the exact quote. That's like the people that are that are anti-Nazi or like distancing themselves from that still hold racist views because our nation was taught that racism is bad, but not what racism is.
Oh,
so
right.
then you have these things. It's like, oh, you're still a racist, but you're saying racists are bad because you know that being racist is bad, and you don't think you're bad.
You just don't know what the fuck it is.
the fuck racism is.
Right.
And I think about that a lot, and it's like it's true. When I was in school, they didn't teach us what racism is. They just told us it was bad.
That's a really important thing to think about.
Yeah, and it's like so.
All these people now, with it feels like it's coming to more of a head, or it's just even more in the public consciousness a little bit.
Yeah,
and the narrative is slowly shifting. But I see all these people commenting about how racism is such a part of America that you can't protest racism without people thinking you're protesting America.
Yes.
I'm like, oh my god, that's frighteningly true.
Yep. Yeah, it's very.
Moral of the story is don't be fucking racists.
Yeah.
Or bigots.
And I think that there's a lot of education that needs to happen on what that actually means.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, some people think that they're not being racist unless they use the N-word. And it's like, there's so many levels, there's so many levels of hate that you can go through before you get to that. Like, some really deeply seated biases. Yeah. So it's like, just not saying the N-word doesn't make you not a racist. And, and then there's the whole PewDiePie thing recently.
What was that?
Oh, he was on a stream and he called someone the N-word.
Is his career collapsing or something like that, or is it just him?
Hope to God it is, but probably not, because a lot of the supporters don't seem to have much of a problem with that. But it's like, I've seen people, it's like, oh, he was just mad in the moment and said something. It's like, dude, if you're fucking...
Okay!
Yeah, like, if you're angry and, like, a word that you go to is that one, like, that doesn't mean you're not racist. Like, Jesus.
No, I only use it when I want to convey how frustrated I am.
Yeah.
Or hurt somebody.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good. That's fine.
So it's the world's gone crazy, and it's very frustrating.
The world remains crazy.
I know I was talking to you. I'm kind of getting sick of being on Reddit because I'm always like, for a lack of a better term, it triggers like the part of me that has to like explain to people why they're being fucked up and wrong. Oh god. Ugh.
Nice. Brilliant cannon application.
And I actually heard on Harmontown this past week, there's a guy named Duncan Trussell who was on there.
Wow, that's a delightful name.
He is, yeah. He's a pretty cool guy.
He sounds like a coffee manufacturer.
I guess, yeah. He's a really cool guy. He's very smart, but he's also like super into drugs and their place in society in like historical times. So I remember him talking about the idea that like Christianity and a bunch of early religions were just mushroom cults, which was interesting. And there are actually
my God, what an interesting concept.
Books on some of those ideas. But he was on talking about, Dan Harmon was saying he's trying to stay off Twitter because it like he just gets mad.
Yeah. And
he's like constantly fighting people. And Duncan Trussell's like, no, like you have like when things are shitty, you have to fight twice as hard. Like because if you just say like I'm not gonna deal with this anymore, like
it's not dealt with.
Yeah, you're taking your voice out of the situation, and you're one of the reasonable ones. Or like
that's actually a very good point.
Yeah, and so it's hard because as a reasonable person or as someone who feels like there's a wrong that needs to be righted, you get frustrated because it's like, God, why do I have to like? Why is this the way that it is?
Whoa!
This is what I thought. So yeah.
Wow, that's a cool backdrop.
It is. We've been here before. You might remember.
I don't. I forgot.
Oh yeah, we died almost immediately last time we were here
because of this situation.
There's a Cthulhu Tonberries that's going to show up.
Oh, yeah, the evil noodle party.
Yeah.
There they are.
I missed. Thanks, cannon.
Not the best cannon application.
Don't yell at me.
I'm sorry.
I didn't want to be overwhelmed.
Oh, you got a screamer.
What's a screamer?
I don't know. It just, one of the names that came up.
I think they're the flying ones.
Okay.
And then the Devourer is the one I already killed, but this is going much better this time.
Yeah.
But
I think it's the cannon.
No, I think it's that we've leveled up quite a bit since the last time we were here.
That is also true, yeah.
That door looks really cool.
Don't you even try to go through me.
Sweet, we made it this time.
Yeah, boy, that weren't no thing this time.
Hey, well, we're in a Western... I think that means Western pilgrimage. It translates it.
I think you're right, yeah.
That's very funny, though. I want to be the guy who named these places.
Yeah, seriously. You mean you want to be the malfunctioning keyboard that named these places?
Or a functioning keyboard that got written by a malfunctioning person.
A functioning keyboard and a functioning front-loading dryer.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Indy's freaking out about something out the window.
Ouch! Whoa! Oh, he slapped you good.
I see. These are the new...
The new hunters. No. Or not hunters, the new panzers.
Yep.
Das neue Panzer.
They look cool. I really like their design.
Yeah.
I like that all these things die.
They look like evil Snuffleupagus.
Yeah, they kind of do. I like that all these things die in a burst of worms.
Ugh, I hate bursts of worms.
Yeah, me too.
Worm bursts.
I mean, I like it as a trope, but I don't think I want to ever like see it. But I do like the idea of like elder gods that are made up of just writhing masses of worms. So I think it's fun.
I don't know if fun is the word I would use.
No, it is. It is.
Oh, delight! Ooh. Qu'est-ce que c'est? Oh, it's like a fucking corrupted Valkyrie thing.
I'm gonna die. That thing is quite corrupted. That is very strong.
Wow. It's lith as fuck.
Lith AF. And then the little fire emoji. Get it? Because lith and lit are very similar words.
It's lith, fam.
Yeah. Oh, man. Cthulhu Zone is fucking lith.
Hot. That's our hot take on the Cthulhu Zone.
Yeah. Let's fill out this goddamn tree once it's done loading.
Yeah. Seriously. We have so many shards, like I said before. Heavy with shards.
So like a laden swallow.
It could have been carried by an African swallow. And you've got new
yeah, I got
charms too.
Many new charms. Let's see what we got. Stand firm. Reduces cannon recoil and incoming environmental damage by 30. That's cool. Tough skin. Increases armor. Reduces cannon's damage.
Well,
that has no disadvantage.
What was it?
The stand firm one.
Oh.
Let's see. Assassin. Increases the chance of landing a critical hit by 10%, but reduces your health, so that makes you a glass cannon. Like an assassin.
We know you hate cannons.
This increases your melee damage, but decreases your health. Okay, so that distracted me. Let's see. Life absorb.
I always like life absorb. Although it depends on what the downsides are.
Health elixirs drop 75% less often.
Oh.
The one I've got right now makes the health elixirs drop a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I've got it.
What's the downside of the one you have now?
Enemies drop less shards.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? I was just telling you earlier before that I'm bad at optimization and you're really good at it.
I don't
so
know that I'm
gonna-
really good at it.
You're
but
better than I am, that's
Okay.
for sure.
Hordes spawn 2 times more frequently. This is like the one if you want to get a ton of shards. I think I'm going to try stand firm for now.
Okay. Well, you can have 3, right?
No, just 1 right now. Eventually 3.
Oh.
You unlock different parts of that by defeating things.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So we didn't get to use the talisman or whatever until we got that full shard.
No, that's something different. That was different. The full shard changed the way my shields worked. These perks are opened by other things that you find in the field. I can't remember what did it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember either.
But let's up my health. And damage is an important one.
Uh-huh.
We'll do that. That's helpful. And then more damage.
What does luck do?
Drops more shards.
Oh, okay.
So I don't really need that right now. I would like to get more health than damage. Damage is the big one because that takes care of battles quickly. I'll fill that out full though. And that. Man, my dog is freaking out right now. Oh, I'll take that for sure. That was a ton of shards, but it's good.
Nice.
Cannon damage, melee damage, critical. Ah!
Ah, too
Game.
bad. Although you did get a lot of shit.
I did. All right.
Nice.
Well, you know what else is nice?
The next episode of As I Play Dying?